Hey, Alex, I'm going to start the offensive film. The first couple clips are going to be really shaky just because of the wind, and then the second half is going to be a lot better. Um, one sec. Okay. So we'll get right into it. I'll go left to right. I'll talk about the play. I got the play in the top left. This is counter here that we're running. As you can see, it's pretty shaky. Okay, so we're running counter to the right. We are motioning our H. We do that quite a bit. Okay, but we will call which way counter is going in the huddle. Um, So we're running counter to the right. So let's go through our progression. Play side tackle, gap on, double team. Is a guy on him, so he's going to double under this guy. He's going to get both hands on him, hit him square, take all of them, and drive him straight back and take him where he wants to go. Okay. One thing I want to reiterate, if this linebacker were to step down, that would then overrule his progression, and then he would block him if he was in his gap. If this linebacker came down and was right on top of our guard, and kind of hovering, then he would be double teaming, okay, with the guard right here to that linebacker, and that means the center would have his guy one on one, okay. It would now be the guard. The guard would say push. If this guy stepped up, the guard would say push to the FBI. So these guys would be working to the FBI. The center would have this guy by himself. And if we're smart, we know that that guy is probably going to go there. And so that's the guy that we would kick out. Okay. That's what would happen. So we just got to go through our progression and be smart. But here's the thing, this is what we're doing on this play. So we're going to double under. Okay. Same thing. No one in the guard's gap, no one on him. So he's doubling. Push. The center should say push to whatever number this linebacker is, and they're comboing to that guy. Okay, they're comboing combination block to that guy. Okay, this should be a 7-7-7 call. We're staying nice and tight, kicking out the 7 technique. We are replacing the guard here, checking the B gap for any threat. And then if there's no B gap threat, then we're turning back. The H is leading up and through the hole, staying tight, finding first daylight, and blocking the play side inside backer. Okay, let's watch. Care tackle takes his 2 steps, which is nice. His feet are rooted into the ground as he makes contact. I just wish that his hips were lower, his shoulders were lower, so he could get underneath this guy and lift him and drive him. Okay, now I do like how he keeps running his feet. That's great. We're able to drive the guy off the ball a bit. Okay, but we just need to be lower. We need to be lower than this guy as we drive him. I do like how his eyes are in his gap though. Okay, as he's driving this guy. Okay, we need to gallop down on this push block as the guard. We need to gallop down, have our eyes on our linebacker as we come down. Okay, we do get off on the linebacker like we should. If the linebacker flows over the top, that's great. We're just going to U him out, okay, and drive him past. See, we U him out, we drive him that way, and now we can sneak underneath him with the running back, okay? That's what we're trying to do. If our running back keeps it tight like he should, okay, we should block that guy out. The guard use his guy out. The center blocks his guy down. And here's our funnel right here. I'll paint a clear picture. Okay. Okay. Our running back should be keeping it tight right here. We'll block him out. Here's our wall on the back side, and there's our funnel. Okay. Hopefully you can see that. Our running back is just way too wide, but there's one wall. There's the other wall. That's what we're trying to do. Okay. Now that I'll go to the guard first before I talk about the tackle. We need to be tighter. We need to be lower. You see how we're standing straight up and down? We need to keep a flat back as we do this. We need to be a heat seeking missile. We need to stay tight to the line. And now see how we're still standing straight up and down? We need to get our head down to the hip. If Joe Thomas can do it, we sure as heck can do it. Okay. Okay, now looking to our tackle. He steps down hard. That's great. But now you need to get your body in between him. That's not bad, but you cannot let him beat you over the top then. You need to keep that leverage because he can fall in and make the tackle here, which I think he does. You cannot give up this leverage. Once you wall him off, you need to keep him walled off by moving your feet. You need to keep him walled off. Okay, this is counter to the left. Okay, so gap on double team. He has a guy on him, so he's going to double under him, block him square, take all of them. Gap on double team. So he's going to double push block with the center. The center should say uh, push to this linebacker number right there. Okay, backside guard. It should be a 7-7-7 call. Kicking out. First guy outside the tackle. Replace the guard as the backside tackle. Wheel and seal. Lead up through the hole for the play side linebacker. Okay, let's go left to right. Okay. Our play side tackle should take 2 short steps. Have our feet rooted into the ground when we make contact. Same thing. We are too high. He is underneath you. You need to be underneath him so you can lift him up, deroot him, and get him off the ball. You need to be condensed on contact underneath him and then pop your hips so you can pop him up. Okay. We're just too high here, but we do run our feet, which is good. And we do have a nice wide base, which is great. We got a triangle with our legs. Okay. That's what we want to create. That's the most powerful shape right there. Okay. Is that triangle as we drive, which is good. Okay. And just take him where he wants to go. Okay. Watching our guard. Okay. We should not be stepping with this foot first. It should be a gallop. 1, 2, 3. We should gallop down and stay square. If you step with this foot first, you cannot stay square. Look how your body turns. Or if you don't turn, then your legs are really close and you're not going to have a lot of power. Okay, we need to gallop down, stay big and square. Also, look where your hands are. You're up on the shoulder. You're way too high. We need to be down on the hip. If Joe Thomas can do it, we can do it. We got to get down on the hip. Okay, watching our center. His feet are rooted in place. He lunges. Okay, his head is in his gap, which is great. He should be working to try to throw this guy into his gap. He gets his guy there, and now start driving. Don't be looking at what's going on in the backfield. Okay. Now we do get our play side guard up to his linebacker, which is great. If he wants to flow over the top, that's excellent. Then we'll U him out. Okay. We will U him out and drive him away from where the ball's going. Okay. Backside tackle, or let's look at the guard. Sorry. Okay. He goes up into the line of scrimmage, which is great. Notice how low he is. He has a flat back like he's still running underneath the chute. This is what it should look like when we're kicking out. See, now we need to stay tight because the worst case scenario is that this guy is tight to the line of scrimmage. If he runs upfield, that's super easy for us to adjust. We can go in to out, but we cannot go out to in. Look how we can just adjust and then kick that guy out. It's super easy. Okay. Now our backside tackle. You need to step down harder on this wheel and seal and replace the guard. You need to look B gap first for any B gap threat, and then you turn back and block this guy. Okay. Now you do get this guy reached, which is great. You get him scooped, which is awesome, but you need to step down harder first. Okay. It's not bad. Okay, we're running counter to the right here. Gap on double team. Gap on double team. Gap on double team with the backside tackle and a cat call. Okay, that's what we're doing on the front side here. So our tackle, base blocks, guard, has a push double team with the center to the backside backer. Backside guard pulls, kicks out, first guy outside the tackle, a 5 or wider. Okay, and our tackle is wheeling and sealing the backside. Our H leading up and through to the play side inside backer. Okay, Thome, your steps are a little bit better. Here's the tackle. That first step is still gigantic. Okay, need to be 1, 2, but hey, when you make contact, your feet are rooted into the ground. You have a flat back. You are underneath the guy that you're blocking. Now pop your hips and drive them. This is a great job driving our feet. That's excellent. Okay, just you need to shorten up your 2 steps. Okay, looking at our guard, we'll see a good example of shuffling down. You see how he has a wide base? That's why we shuffle. Okay, he keeps that wide base. He's low. He punches the hip. Okay, that guy, see, when you punch the hip, all it needs is to be a little pop. Just needs to be a tiny pop to get that guy over so the center can throw him into his gap. Okay, I want to play that again. That's beautiful. Pop, throw, there he is. That's all it needs to be. We stay square, we pop the hip, get him over, and then we work up on our linebacker and take him where he wants to go. It'd be nice if we keep our leverage, but if that guy fights hard to go over the top, that's fine. We'll U him out, block him on the other side, and our running back will keep it nice and tight down the middle. Okay, let him over pursue. He should be running the ball right there. Okay, down a hash mark if there was a hash mark there. Okay, center should nice and wide. Take all of this guy, wait until your push block comes, and then throw that guy as hard as you can. Shot put him into your gap. That's excellent. Then drive block him. That's very good. Okay, backside tackle, stay tight. Okay, we need to be running up into the line of scrimmage. I can see you're parallel to the line of scrimmage here. Okay, get up. As soon as you can get up into the line of scrimmage, you need to turn your body right here up into the line of scrimmage. You do it a little bit late. You do finally get there, which is good. Okay, but now we need to be down on the hip with your head inside. If Joe Thomas can do it, we can do it. Okay, Alton, this is a decent job stepping down, replacing the guard. We need to have our eyes in our B gap first. Okay, but you do scoop this guy, which is good. We get him scooped, we get him cut off. You're joining this backside funnel or wall of the funnel. Okay, our running back should be running the ball right there. Okay, H, we need to shuffle square. H, we need to shuffle till we find first daylight. And we need to be prepared to make a collision in the hole. We are not ready for this. You are not tight enough. Okay, H's, you need to stay tight to the wall just like the guard. You need to be attacking up. As I shuffle, I need to be staying nice and tight to the wall, as tight as I can, because if I run too lateral, this guy's going to punch me in the mouth right in the hole. And look what happens to our running back. Okay, he's right behind you and he can't do anything because you were too late to get to the hole and you were not prepared to run this guy. Okay, what would be great, H, is that you're so tight, you are so tight to the wall that there's no way that this guy can be as tight as you are, and then you can just block him out and you can join this wall of the funnel, and our running back can just keep it tight down the middle and not have to worry about reading your block. So H is you need to stay extremely tight on counter. Okay. I think we're starting to get the gist of counter. We did a pretty good job with it today, blocking the right guy. Okay, it's the same thing. Okay, gap on double team. We have a guy on us, block him square, double under, get underneath him and drive. Okay, push block to the backside backer. Kick out, 5 or wider. Wheel and seal. Pull for play side inside backer. Okay, we're too high. Get underneath him. Pop your hips and drive. Okay, take him where he wants to go. If that guy wants to go outside, you'll join the wall out here. That's fine. Okay, play side guard. Gallop down, get down on the hip. This is beautiful. Guys, look how tight they are in the hips. This is excellent. This is applying the drill that we just worked. Okay, this backside linebacker, look where he goes. He decides to choose the backside gap, but he can't even hit it because we have moved this guy so far. This is what I'm talking. The ideal thing to do, guys, is to block the linebacker with the butt of the down lineman because we drove the down lineman right in here and now we've created this wall and it's beautiful. This is great effort on your 4th day of practice. This is a great example of what it should look like. Look at this wall right here. Look at this funnel. This is a cruise worthy, T-bird worthy funnel right there. If we can get our H there faster to go block this guy out. This is exactly what I'm talking about of what we need to do. If our H can get there fast and stay tight, our H can kick this guy out. Our running back can keep it tight. And oh boy, that's a touchdown. Our A back is too wide. He needs to get it downhill right away. Okay. Center, we're doing a great job here underneath the guy, throwing him into our gap. Backside guard, we're nice and low, flat back like we're in the chute, getting our head on the inside. He wants to run upfield, we'll take him that way. Backside tackle, good job stepping down, checking B gap first, wheeling and sealing the backside. I love how you give a little shot. You got a double stop sign right here. Trying to stop this guy, you're trying to stop this guy. That's excellent. Okay, you're blocking B gap to C gap, giving a double stop sign. Stop here, stop there. That's excellent. This all looks great, guys. Okay, this goes on a highlight reel of what counter should look like. I shouldn't have to show any more counters tonight because this is about as perfect as you draw it up. Just our H needs to be there a little bit faster to go block that guy. And our A back needs to keep it tighter because oh boy, that's what you want to see right there. That's beautiful. Okay, we'll go to sweep. So here we're running sweep left. Need to hurry it up here. All right, sweep to the left. H back is drive blocking, trying to drive that guy to the sideline. We have a base double here. Super aggressive. Okay. Our tackle needs to get under this guy just like we would on counter. We need to go double under, attack his play side number here, try to lift him up so this guy can come and help block this guy, get underneath him, get 400 pounds, 500 pounds on one guy and drive him vertical. Okay. We're trying to cover him up with both our bodies with both our eyes on our linebacker. Okay. Here, same thing. Okay. Double under, lift the guy. Here, we're coming under. We're trying to overlap the center, get 500 pounds on 200 pounds or whatever it is, looking at our linebacker. Here, okay, we're doing the same thing, attacking his inside shoulder and scooping him. Okay. On the backside, we scoop, right? We're trying to get here and wall him off from the play. All right, let's see how we do. Okay, here we get to the inside and I'll start driving him out. That's a good job by the H. Okay, we step with our play side foot. That's great. But Illa, we let that we don't get that second foot down. Okay. We got to go be physical and drive this guy off the ball. We can't stop our feet. We got to get underneath him. As you can see, he's underneath you. You got to get your hands on him right away and drive. You see how you cock your hands right there? Don't do that. Lift your hands straight up on him and get on him. Okay. For this scoot, we need to scoot on this base double team. We need to step back and then step forward to try to get there and get in front of this guy. Give ourselves time. Okay, now we do see our linebacker triggers, but I'd like to see us get nice and tight before you come off and block this linebacker because we need to think about it. If we're running sweep out here, we love to see this guy try to shoot this gap because it's really easy for us to have leverage on him. Okay, if he wants to try to run underneath it when we're running the ball out there, that's super easy. We can hang on this double team and then come off on the last second, and we already have leverage on this guy, and we're going to run the ball right outside for a big gain. Okay. So here, this is good. Okay. But we need to try to get 2 steps down before we make contact. We do want to try to get a little bit farther over so we give this guy an opening to try to come and take this or try to help out on this double team so we can block him vertically. Okay, on our base doubles, we're no longer trying to drive laterally. We are trying to drive vertically, get in front of them. Okay, drive them vertically with their eyes on the linebacker. Okay, he really can't come and help you because you're taking all of the guy. Okay, and what should be happening here is that you guys are double teaming together, staying patient. We are vacating too early here. We are leaving too early. He is not committed to our gap yet. Okay. We should stay right here, nice and patient. Okay. That's too early because look where he goes. We are way too early getting off on this. We need to stay on the double team. This should be him getting off on the block and you taking this over. Okay, Molitor, because now that guy's the guy making the tackle. Now, granted, we're going to make about 4 or 5 yards with that, but we need to be patient on this double team and don't leave, don't vacate until this guy commits. Okay, watching the backside tackle. Good. We should be stepping to scoop this guy right away. Cut him off from the play. You need to be getting over here. It's not so much driving him. We need to be over here scooping him on the backside. Base the front side, scoop the backside. Okay, we're running dive. We're running dive to the left. Okay, this guy's on the line of scrimmage, so I think we made an overcall. So it should be a drive block. Remember on dive, we're pushing and driving the front side. Okay, we are basing the backside. So right here, the H and the tackle should have a base double to this linebacker because we have an overcall. On an overcall, remember, the center typically works to the backside backer on an odd front, but since we made an overcall, he's working over. The guard and tackle are working one linebacker over. Okay, so that means these 2 guys are working one guy over. Okay, that's what the overcall means. All right, we're working one linebacker over, one guy over. Okay, so it should be drive block, drive block. We should have a push double team right here to this linebacker, combo to him. We should have a base double team, base double, trying to drive the backside vertically. Remember, push the front side, drive vertically on the backside because we're trying to run the ball right here in the backside A gap. That's our aiming point. Drive the front side, drive vertically on the backside, and there's our funnel. Okay, cut off the backside. So let's watch. Okay, we step too far over here as the guard. Attack that inside half and then go drive them out. Okay, Illa, you're too high. Coil, recoil on contact before you make contact, and then lunge into the guy. That's still not bad. You're running your feet. That's not bad. Okay, but I'd love to see you drop your center of gravity. Okay. Here, this should be a push double team. So Thome, you should be taking all of this guy. Okay. We push the front side on dive. Okay. We should be pushing here. We're trying to drive this guy because the ball's coming right here in the backside A gap. Okay. So this should be a push double team. You do come off on the linebacker like you should, and now you should be driving the guy. We should be driving the guy, okay? Because we're trying to run the ball right there, right where the ball's going. That's perfect. But it looks like you guys are doing a base double team instead of a drive. Drive these guys out of here so we can make this as big as possible. Does that make sense? Okay, try to drive those guys. Now, our H-back screwed up. Our H-back should be helping our tackle here on a base double. They should be comboing to this linebacker. Now, if we did that right, KTC's doing a good job here. I'd love to see him not run and stay nice and wide and make a triangle with his legs. Okay, that'd be excellent. But we should have the H right here with them, driving this guy vertically to the linebacker. And we stay super patient, staying on this guy as long as we can until the linebacker commits. And then we get off, which we do a good job doing. Our running back is too impatient. Okay. He is too impatient. He needs to wait for us to get there and then make us right. Okay. He's just a little too impatient. Now, that's still a 4 or 5 yard gain, but I like touchdowns. Okay, now we're running trap. Running trap left. So gap to backer, gap double team to backer, gap on, double team with the backside tackle with a cat call for the center. That's what he's doing. Kick out a 2 technique or wider. Okay, wheel and seal the backside. H's, you have gap to backer as well. Okay. So if he crosses your face, you block him. If not, give him a punch as you run by and we double team this linebacker here. Okay. H, you should be stepping down here, not letting that guy cross your face. And we want to try to drive this guy past. You know, this isn't the end of the world here, but here's the thing. You will have a strong safety right here. You will have a strong safety. So you would most likely work to that strong safety and block them. This is a good rip release inside. Okay, push double team to there. That's a good job by Majetic. That guy wants to run outside. You him out, take him out, block him where he wants to go. Join the other part of the funnel. Okay. Okay, we're galloping down. This is a good job. Okay, stay on that. And good. We join the funnel right there. And we block our guy. This is excellent. Okay, center, head in your gap, throw this guy into your gap, drive him afterwards. That's excellent. Okay, wheel and seal the backside. Good job stepping down hard, TC. Okay, and now scoop this guy, wall him off from the play. That's what we need to do. Wall him off. Guys, this is another cruise worthy play right here. I drive my cruise in there. Guys, I'm losing my voice. I can barely talk anymore. It's 9 o'clock and my computer's about to die, so I'm just gonna stop here. That's a lot of really good plays. I did want to get to some pass protection stuff. I'll do that tomorrow if I get time to do it. So I'll put out some film tomorrow, and we'll have film tomorrow as well. So this is a good problem to have. I'm going to stop right here. I'll see you guys tomorrow.